Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Raw Code. We are building a Cloud IDE platform. In previous video, we are done with our terminal part. So in this video, we are going to build the file structure system. If you want to make any contribution to this project, then go to the GitHub repo, links on the screen and also in the description. So let's get started. So for the file structure system, we have first of all we have to move that terminal to the down. So let's move that to down. In the app.tsx, we have a container div and make this div give a class name of this. Make it flex call and also a div for this is our div for the code editor and file structure. And under this, we have a div that is for the file structure and one for code editor and wrap this terminal into a div. So wrap it, yeah. After it gives some class name to all of this. So this one has class name of minimum height of around 60 viewport and a flex. So yeah, this is our file structure, this is our code editor and this is our terminal. So let's see it. Yeah, it's working. ls, yeah. pwd, yeah, it's working fine. After that, in the server client index.js, we have to make file structure in the index.js. So for that, our file structure is like a tree. So let's build it. So for the file structure, we are using a app.get and for that files sync request response, yeah. For it we have to make a function. So a sync function get file structure, okay. And this is a directory, whatever the directory we want structurized. And we have like directory. So our file structure is like a tree. So const tree, and for the tree we are going to think about the recursive solution. So let's try it how it works. So a sync function under this create a function that is, yeah, read directory and we give it two things, the directory and also the tree, the current directory and tree. So directory and tree, okay, that's good. And after that, const files is equal to await fs dot read directory and this is the current directory, okay. After that, for const file of files, okay, file of files, const file path is equal to path dot join, and what do we have to join? The okay, the current directory and the file, okay. And after that we find the stat. So const stat is equal to await fs dot stat, and we have to find the stat of this file path. Okay, and after it, if stat dot each directory, if it returns the true, then the current tree. Okay, so the tree and the file, the tree has the file, basically their children or node await read directory, and we use the recursion here. So that is the file path and the tree. Okay, with the file. Okay, and after it, go to the else part. Else, else the tree file is going to null. So basically, if it returns a directory, so if it returns the directory, it goes to a recursion, and under that recursion, it recursive all the time till it finds a file. So when it finds a file, then the value is null of that file and return that. So return it. Okay, here, yeah. Await build read directory, and the directory and the tree. Okay, yeah, and we return this tree, return the tree. Okay, so I think I have to check it. So here app.get const tree is equal to await get file structure. Okay, await, yeah, get file structure, and what the file structure I want, like slash client. This is our directory name, slash dot slash client. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good. After it, simply return it. Return rest.json tree. Yes. So let's check it out. Files. In the Postman, open the Postman. So this is going to be a HTTP connection and HTTP localhost 3000 slash files. So send it, and what it returns a nla.js and type of null because this is a file. So let's create some files here. Refresh it first. Okay, go to pwd. Yeah, I am under the client folder under the server. So let's create touch ns.txt. Okay, and also mkdir, make a folder called leave. Okay, cd leave, under this leave create a new file like js.ts. Okay, so let's run it again, and yeah, we can find it. Leave is a directory, so it has js.ts. Null, because js.ts is a uh, js.ts is a file, and nla.js is a file, ns.tx is a file. Also make a mkdir hs and pwd. Okay, I am the client folder, and also make a empty directory here. Okay, let's try it again. So yeah, you can see if it is a directory, it returns an object. If it is a file, it returns a null. So it's good. It's working fine. After that, we have to implement it in our front end. So go to app.tsx and here, okay. So here we have to do something like, so for the folder structure, we have to install React icons for the folder icon and all the JS and TS icons. So install npm react icons and start the development server. Create a new component called file structure. Okay, file structure.tsx. Yeah, and here, okay, we import React uh, from and also import the user state for now. Okay, so import something from react icons slash fa and also import something from react icons react icons fi, actually make it si. Yeah, and also import something from react icons bs. So we have to import here. So fa folder, import the fa folder and also fa folder open, also fa file and fa chevron right and fa chevron down, also fa java for it, and from the react icons si import si javascript si typescript and si css3 and si html5 si re react s, okay, si json and si markdown, si node.js, si python and si php, also si c sharp. Yeah, after importing all this, also import the react icons from bs. So yes, bs file pdf and bs file image, bs file binary. Okay, after importing all this, create a const get file icon function which accepts file name parameter as a string and it's okay, and under this function create const extension is equal to file name dot split dot pop, and from this pop dot to lower case. Yeah, and after it make switch statement of this extension. So let me finish it. Yeah, after making the switch statement, make our function. So create a first of our interface, file, tree, node props. So in this, create a file name, and file name is going to string, and nodes, nodes is going to like key is string, and this key is in the array. So in the array, and this is going to type of any or type of null. So each root, and this is also a type of boolean. So after it, create const file tree node. So this is going to react.fc. Okay. So after it, it accepts some parameters like file name and nodes and each root, which is by default going to be false. After it, make const each open and set each open. Make it use a state, and this is a type of each root. So it check it is root or not. So const each folder. If it is a folder, then nodes and type of nodes is equal to object. If the type of nodes is object or it's the nodes, then this is going to be a folder. So const has children. So after it, each folder and object dot keys, and it's going to nodes dot length is greater than 0. Okay. So make it like this. Okay. Okay. After it, const toggle, make a toggle open or off button. So for it, if each folder, then it's make it set is open to false or true. So after it, return a UI. So in the return, give a div, and under this div, okay, it's going to like this. So under this div, create a each folder. So if each folder, then return this UI. So UI is like a span, and each open, then going to FA chevron down. Otherwise, FA chevron right. Okay. Also, give a class name to the parent div. Class name is going to ML2, margin left 2, and this one has class name is like this. So cursor is going to pointer, and flags items center and a space x2 and padding of 2, also rounded large and transition. Okay, transition all. So after it, also give a on click. So in the on click, simply pass the toggle open function. Make each folder, if each folder is going to true, then check for each open. If each open is going to true, then returns the UI. UI is like FA folder open with class name of text yellow. Okay, 500 text yellow 500. And if it's not in the case, then return a UI for FA folder with class name of text yellow 400. It's make it 400. And after it, if the folder is not open, then returns the UI of get. Okay, it's not here, it's here. So returns the UI of get file icon with the file name. Okay, so in the file icon, it is a string. So yeah, make it as string. So yeah, it's good now. Also after it, create a span and render the file name and make it class name. So class name is going to like this, and in the class name, dollar sign each folder. If each folder, then class name is going to font medium. Otherwise, font is going to normal. And text is gray 700. Yeah, it's good, I think. And after this div, I have to render each open. If each open and has children, and then it has to return. Okay, it has to return a ul. Okay, ul, and with the class name of ml6 and pl2, also border l2, and border, give a border gray 200. Under this list, object dot keys and make it nodes. If not nodes, then map and going to be child, whatever child it has. So return li and give a key. Key is going to basically this child, and under this list return this file tree node as well. So file name is going to child and nodes is going to nodes not child. Yes. After it, here before the last div, each open and each folder and not has children, so it returns a div with a class name of ml6 pl2 text gray 500 and italic, and after it mm, call it empty folder like this. Yeah. So after it, create a new interface for file tree props, and here give a tree, and the tree is like key and string that is going to any, and after it const file tree, which is a react dot fc, and type of file tree props is equal to tree which accepts, okay, which accepts tree, and yeah, it's a function, so return file tree node with file name is root, or give a slash, and node says tree and each root is going to true, so is equal to true. Yeah, and export default file tree, and in the app.tsx here file tree, and from here file tree, so I have to call a function. So for this const file tree and set file tree, it's a use state and type of any, and by default it's going to a empty object. So create a function to fetching the data from backend, get file structure is equal to async, and it's like, okay, it's like this. Here const response is equal to await fetch data from files and make it 3000, and here const data is equal to await res.json and set file tree to this data, okay, and import a use effect hook, and okay, this is the empty dependency, and get file structure, call this function. Yeah, and in the file tree, okay, this is a file tree, and give a tree which is going to file tree. Yes, now let's see it. Yeah, you can see we have files, and we can close it, open it. If we open it, it has empty folder. If we open it, it has js.ts with all these uh, icons, and also if we open this, we have empty folder. So yeah, it's working good. So that's it for today. We built a file structure UI, and also built it in backend. And after it, in the next video, we are going to how to make this file structure more responsive, and we also see how to build the code editor. So if you like this video, then like this video and subscribe this channel. Also share this video with your friends. And if you want to make some contribution, then check out the GitHub repo link in the description. Also all my social media links in the description. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Thank you.